What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Mike's album reviews. Today we are going over the Now Now by Gorillaz. I've got Planet with me again today. We did miss a song though. We missed Garage Palace featuring Little Simz. We missed that last week. So I'm gonna undeafen, bring in Planet, and we're gonna go through that song real quick, and then we're gonna start on the album. Yo, what's up, Planet?
Hello.
How are you?
So,
How are you
what are we
today?
doing now?
We're going to wait a minute. I can't make that joke on Twitch. We're gonna listen to Garage Palace. That's what we're gonna do.
Based. I'm doing fine. You're just chilling, walking
Nice.
by, and you
Base.
kidnapped me, and now you're gonna make me listen to this.
Hey man, that's your fault. Okay. You should have known that we missed
uh,
a song. Okay.
Before we start this, what do you think of the Now Now when it first came out?
I mean, when it first came out, I was like, meh. Like, it was kind of like after Humans. When I first heard Humans, I really, really liked it, and it was over time where I started not liking some of the songs. With the Now Now, I was really hoping they would drop something amazing, and so when it dropped, I was kind of like, meh, it's fine. So yeah,
Mm.
and I think that's still my overall opinion on it, but maybe my opinion will change. It's been a while since I've listened to the whole album front to back. But before we get into that, we're gonna listen to Garage Palace. This was the second single they released after Humans was done. Which Sleeping Powder we covered last week, and I thought that song was great.
Oh, is
I
this was the visuals?
Yeah,
Oh
this is with the
no.
visuals.
I remember watching the visuals for the first time, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so flashy! It hurts my eyes."
Well, now you're gonna get your eyes hurt again.
Oh, it was painful, man. And like, it's a shame too because when you pause and look at the music video itself, the art style is actually kind of sick. It's really cool. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. This is Garage Palace featuring Little Simz. Let's listen.
In tune with myself, on it, my mind is my weakness. With a strength, you might surprise yourself. Never deny yourself, and living in space is my thesis. I know you need this. I know you need this. I'm prone to run out.
That was terrible. I hate every bit of it. Okay, it was actually really cool. I like the creepy vibes of it. It's it's like you're getting ready to fight as the visuals have shown, it's like you're getting ready to fight the final boss, the final it's one of those fights that you don't know if you're gonna come back alive.
Yeah. It's pretty catchy. There's not really a strong hook or anything like that. I don't really care for
Mhm.
that really high ring sound in it. It sounds like a drill that you would hear at the dentist, so I don't care for that. But overall, it's a fun song. It's a fun music video. I'd probably give it like an 8 or
Mhm.
a 9. I don't have very strong feelings on the song though. Like she's doing a really good job. She's like her flow is great. It's a really cool sound. But like I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't feel that
She
connected
did
to
a
it.
really good job.
It definitely would have been cool to hear that on the Humans album. But otherwise,
Mhm.
yeah, it's like an 8 or a 9 for me.
Do you think the next disconnection is that the beat in the background was not as hard as she was going?
Um, I don't know. I feel like the beat and her matched together pretty well. I did miss that there was no 2D on the song.
What do yeah, you could say that, but then what could they offer in that song?
I don't know. I'm not Gorillaz. It's not my job to figure that out.
Yeah, this song is pretty good. I'll give it an A. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Uh, like I could say maybe it needed a, a much catchier climax. Maybe, maybe. But even then, I don't know. It's fine. It's decent. I don't have much problem with it. Why were you listening to this again?
Well, because we missed it from the last one, and I'm trying to make sure we don't miss anything from the Gorillaz discography.
Let's go.
So
Dude, after listening to so many of Gorillaz, and we're still like two more albums to go on after the Now Now, of course. You, yeah, they're such a diverse fucking group. They have so many sounds, so many styles. It's hard to pinpoint what they are, and you're like, yeah, this is Gorillaz, which is
yeah,
really
like
cool.
you would think like, oh, after like a couple albums, you'd be like, yeah, I'm kind of tired of this music. I don't really care for it anymore. But like that's the sign of like a good artist is that even though we both agree like Humans and The Fall were kind of not as good as the previous
Hmm.
3 albums before them, they still like we're not like bored of listening to Gorillaz. We're like, okay, like what happens next? What are they gonna do next? And that's why they're like in my top 5 bands, top 5 artists, because they're the kinds of artists that even if they release a project that I don't care for, I will still be excited to hear what comes next.
Yeah, yeah, I am really interested. What I hope for, though, I hope they continue their Song Machine project. I hope they didn't abandon that,
Me
because
too,
that
because
was really good.
I liked Song Machine a lot. I liked that it was more like the idea behind Song Machine was less like a concept album and more of like a jukebox where it's like just a collection of songs.
And I think they did a really good job on it, and I want them to do more. I'm hungry for
Yeah.
more.
Yo, what's up, Dusk?
But yeah.
All
All
right,
right,
so
so we give our score. What are you gonna give it again?
I'm gonna settle with a 9. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I give this one an A. So yeah, it's pretty decent. Good job, Gorillaz.
All right. Now it's time to move on to the Now Now. So this was their next album. It was released very shortly after Humans. Humans released I think in October of 2017 and this came out in June of 2018. So it came out very shortly after. And it has very few features. There's actually only 2 songs that have features. It's this song which features George Benson on guitar, and
Mhm.
there's Hollywood which features Snoop Dogg, which you might remember from The World of the Plastic Beach, and Jamie Principle, which
Mhm.
you might remember from Sex Murder Party, which was a pretty terrible song,
What a
uh
disaster of a song.
hopefully this will Hollywood will be better, and I think it is. But
Yeah,
let's just jump into it. This is Humility featuring George Benson on guitar.
let's go.
Calling the world from isolation. 'Cause right now that's the ball where we be trained.
Man, doesn't it get you excited for summer?
Yeah, it's
I
super summer
really enjoyed
vibes,
that.
the song. Like I really like this song. It's got a great vibe. I love the guitar work on it. Um I love pretty much I really like 2D's vocals. I just like everything about it. Like to me this is a 10 out of 10 song.
To it, and I don't know, it just makes you happy. It's a good sounding song. When it's like one of the songs that are just good to listen to. There's just I don't know if anyone would call this fucking bad or boring or anything. People who would think that are just stupid. I
Yeah.
really like that. I would give this a solid A too. It's really nice. I really love it. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really I don't know. And the music video is obviously pretty stellar. You have Jack Black doing nothing.
Yeah, Jack Black's playing the guitar, which I know made a lot of people confused. Like, oh shit, is Jack Black on this song playing guitar? But it's like, no, he's not. He's just being funny. It would be cool to hear a collab between Jack Black and Gorillaz, though. That would be something I'd be into.
Yeah.
And then we have our new bassist as well. We have Ace from the Powerpuff Girls. Let me see if I can find him. Here he is. Ace from Powerpuff Girls is now in the band
What a
because
bizarre
Murdoch is in jail or
collaboration.
something. Yeah, it's such a
Yeah.
random choice. I feel like after Plastic Beach, they kind of lost where they wanted to go with the story for a while.
Mhm.
Because like
Which
Humans,
makes sense,
I guess.
because Plastic Beach, it was not only a really good concept art. If you were a bit nerdy and wanted to know more about the gorilla's role, lore, whatever, The lore was intense in that universe as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess afterwards it's like, oh, what the fuck we're gonna do after this? I'm gonna chill now.
Yeah. All right. So, what is your grade for humility?
Hey, yo,
It's a 10 for me.
let's go.
Next up is Tranz. Okay. So, that was Tranz.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I like that music video a lot. It's so weird. It's like it doesn't seem to have anything to do with any story. It seems like it's like one of the few times where Gorillaz are literally doing a music video like as a band rather than as a storytelling mechanism. Like, oh, this is just a music video. Like they even have a green screen at the end. I do. I love. I don't know if it was
Yeah.
intentional. I love how Noodle is there, like, and she looks so fucking bored because there is no guitar in this song. So she's just kind of like strumming strings for like no reason.
Yeah.
And then like you have Russell has this like manic look on his face, playing this pretty simple drum beat, and Ace is the only one that has like a lot to do like on his instrument.
Mhm. It's like a very it's like one of the first times you see Russell just being smiling and just enjoying
Yeah.
himself.
I remember when this album came out, there's a lot of topics, people talking about how, like, oh, how come his eyes were white and then they turned black at the end of Humility? How come light is flowing through his eyes? And they never like gave like an actual reason for it. It's just a thing that happens now. Now 2D's eyes are white from now on, which sometimes his eyes did turn
Yeah.
white in previous stuff, but like now I'm pretty sure from this album on it was like white almost all the time.
Mhm. Yeah, I
Um,
still like the black look.
I prefer the black eyes because it makes him look different from Russell. Because Russell also has just white eyes.
Mhm.
But I mean, this song I really like it. I love that synth bass that plays throughout the whole song. I love the hook. It's really nice. The little keyboard. That part's great. Like everything about the song just flows well together. For me, this is another 10 song. I love this song a lot.
Hmm. It's just it's simple experience. I love it. I love it. I love the chorus of like turning into your evergy, which is
Yeah, turning
I
in.
didn't know what that I didn't know what that meant at first, but then I searched it up, and apparently it's like it is some event where you have a person made out of wood and you burn that. That's the evergy, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's like
one detail.
it's kind of like saying like, do you turn into your own sacrifice in a way? Like,
Hmm.
are you sacrificing yourself to just like enjoy like whatever's going on? Like, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, such a party song.
I'm so glad I made that
I
song
like.
for them.
Oh yeah, you did a great job.
Thank you, thank you. Um, it
uh,
felt odd they
yeah.
had Ace but didn't do a Powerpuff song or something. I guess I feel like they added Ace just because they could and not for any deeper reason, to be honest.
Which is still pretty fun.
Yeah, it's funny, but it would have been cool if there was a music video where like Ace gets in trouble and he has to fight and the Powerpuff Girls get involved. Like that would have been a cool idea for a music video. So in a
Imagine
way,
if
it's kind of a waste to just have Ace and he doesn't really do much except in the first video he kind of bullies people by destroying their basketball, but that's about it. Because I think
yeah.
this is the only other kind of music video, but it's not even really a music video. And then there are no more music videos for the rest of this album. Everything else is just a
Yeah.
visualizer.
Imagine if the Powerpuff Girls came in to just beat his ass and like
That would be great.
gorilla members are like, we're not
Yeah, they start
involved
beating
in
up the gorillas because
anything.
they think they're part of the gang Green Gang as well.
Yeah, that's so funny. Uh, that would be amazing. Also, I ranked this song another A.
Yeah, it's a pretty good song. So next up is Hollywood featuring Snoop Dogg and Jamie Principle. Again, Snoop Dogg was in Welcome to the World of Plastic Beach previously, and Jamie Principle was in Sex Murder Party, which is a very not good song. So let's hear how this
Yeah.
one turns out.
It was alright. It was pretty fine. I don't hate it. I don't
Yeah.
dislike it. I like it. I enjoy it.
For
I
me,
promise.
I like 2D's chorus. The chorus is good.
Mhm.
The overall beat, especially when it picks up near the end where it goes dun 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 dun, that's really catchy. I like that part. Maybe
Yeah,
I just don't like
I
Jamie
especially like
Principle that much. I mean, he was
it.
better here.
Same.
Maybe he was better here than he was in Sex Murder Party. But it was just like when he's like, "It makes excite me." I was like, "Okay, all right."
Like
Like,
it made me like when listening to this, it made me question what the fuck does he do? Like, what is his music? What is his normal?
I don't know. I don't know what he is. Hollywood was all right. You know, that's
Yeah,
perfect, Dusk. That's exactly what Tootie said. Hollywood is all right. You know,
Hollywood was alright.
you know.
What is this
But
about anyway?
this was gonna be a 7. I think it's just about Hollywood and how like Hollywood corrupts people, makes brings out the worst in people, but it's also a really
Mhm.
fun place. You know,
What do you think of Snoop Dogg's on this?
Snoop Dogg was perfect in this. This was gonna be a 7, but as soon as Snoop Dogg came in, I was like, all right, you know what? He's killing it. All right, this goes up to an 8.
Mhm.
So for
I
me,
think
Snoop
we all
Dogg,
agree on this.
yeah,
It's a B. It's not bad, but it can be better.
yeah, it definitely could have been better. Maybe get rid of Jamie and just give Snoop another verse. Sorry, Jamie. You know, sorry. It just do
Yeah, you
be like
sound like a
that.
fuckboy in this song.
He sound like maybe that's the point. I don't know. I didn't care for him. I didn't dislike him. Like I wasn't like, "Ugh, this guy sucks."
Yeah.
I just was like, okay, cool, I guess. Um, so yeah, that one gets an 8. Not bad at all.
Mhm.
Pretty good still. I probably wouldn't listen to this on my own, but if I was listening to the whole album, I probably wouldn't skip it. I'd probably be like, okay, this is a vibe. Um, Next up is Kansas. There are no more features for the rest of this album, so look forward to that, y'all. It's pure Gorillaz here on out. So here's Kansas. Oh yeah, what grade do you give it, Planet? Before we move on,
It's a B.
the B. All right. Next up is
It's
Kansas.
not bad grading. It's a B.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
good song.
Although Snoop Dogg is still working with girls, it's fun to see how much their fashion styles have evolved over the years. Really nailed the Snoop Dogg animation. Yeah, good animation on Snoop Dogg. Okay, here's Kansas.
I'm not gonna cry. I got more time to
I really like this.
I liked it a lot, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna give it a
Mm.
9 because I did like it a lot. I just don't have anything like particularly to say about it. I really like his voice in the song. I like the mood that it gives off. I like the
For
little
me,
bridge.
it sounds yeah,
You go, you go.
the little bridge.
Huh?
Oh, what's the bridge? What's the bridge?
A bridge is like a part in the song. I mean, it's basically like that part where he's like, "And if I was wrong, you say you leave me." It's a part that's not the verse or the chorus, basically.
Yeah, I like this part too. For me, I really enjoy this listening to this song. I feel as if I am like down and I I really like in not a good mood. I would like to get this one as a start to get myself out of it. Especially it sounds so stupid, but like when he says I'm not gonna cry, it's a pretty good line.
Yeah. Yo, what's up,
So
Fuwa?
yeah, that's why it's so good to hear. It's like it's he's clearly trying to pick himself up, but he's not faking it. He's taking his time with that. It's like
Yeah.
yeah,
He's
I
trying to like
enjoy
pick
that.
himself
I enjoy
up
that.
when he's feeling at his lowest.
Mhm.
So yeah,
And he's feeling the emotions and trying to get up, maybe take care of himself a little bit. It's a
yeah,
nice song. I don't know. I don't have much complaints about it. I would give this an A actually.
yeah. I'm giving it a 9. It's not quite a 10 for me, but
Mhm.
yeah, I liked it a lot. So next up is Sorcerers.
Everybody cool now. Everybody see yourself. Everybody on time, on time.
Okay. For me, that song is like it's gonna be an 8. I really, really liked the vibe of it. It was really cool. Um, and I just enjoyed the overall atmosphere of the song. The problem is, I feel like it didn't really go anywhere, and it was kind of repetitive near the end. But other than that, I did enjoy it. It definitely gave me nice vibes, but that's about it. So it'll get an 8 because it's not at all bad in any way. I liked 2D's vocals in it. I liked the look into your inner vision, hold on to your everybody relax and just chill. I liked all that stuff. So what do you
Yeah, I
think?
agree. I think I overall agree with what you're saying. It just it's a nice background noise if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, it's like again, it's a song where if I was listening to the whole album, I'd listen to it, but I probably wouldn't go out of my way to look up Sorcerers to listen to it.
I'd recommend not playing this on a busy day in a grocery store. It would not be a good listen. But yeah, I wish there was more to it.
Yeah, but yeah,
I'll give it a B.
okay. Next up is Idaho.
Idaho, Idaho.
You can go first on this.
It sounded pretty sleepy.
Yeah.
I have to say, when listening to this, I got an idea. This could have been a great, like really, really great Jack Stauber collaboration.
That would be interesting, yeah.
Yeah, no, because I've listened to enough Jack Stauber, so it's it has a little bit of his vibe, but that's in the cool time. Well, obviously with Jack Stauber, he can be quite energetic as well, and
Yeah.
this song is not very. I don't know. It's just it didn't give me anything. It didn't take away. I think it didn't take anything away from me. It has an atmosphere for sure. It's like made it like
Yeah, the
2 in
atmosphere
the
is that it's
morning.
boring is what the atmosphere
Yeah,
is. Uh
yeah.
I didn't really I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like those synths at the end. I felt like I wonder if Liam and Martin was like, well, this is a Gorillaz song, so we have to put something weird in it so it could be a Gorillaz song. I didn't really
Mm,
understand the synth, the whine at the end with the synths. I was like, what the fuck? Why? Like this is like clearly an
maybe
acoustic ballad
daytime
song.
noises.
I don't know. I
Like
did. I
when
didn't
when I
care.
hear these noises, it's like the bugs you hear outside make these
Maybe.
bizarre noises as
I don't
well.
know. I'm not from Idaho. I
Yeah,
don't know how many bugs there are in Idaho. I'm gonna give that one a 7. Like,
yeah,
it's not bad. It's just I'd probably skip it. I didn't care for it at all.
yeah. You don't think there is bugs in Idaho that sound like a synth sounds?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Planet.
Yeah. I see. I'll give this song. Yeah, I would skip this one honestly. It's a C.
Like it's not bad, and I do appreciate the more country try him going for more country or folk sound. But if you're gonna do that, just dedicate to it. Don't add all these weird synths at the end. Just dedicate to that. Add more guitars to it. Add a slide in there. Add some, go more into it. I don't know.
Yeah, you
Um,
could have made Noodle work a little more,
yeah,
other than being bored and trance.
true. Next is there is an instrumental song called Lake Zurich.
Oh, it's an instrumental.
Yes.
Interesting.
Here we go.
I really like it, but it went too long.
Yeah, that is literally my only complaint, is that it was a little too long. Like literally just like a minute too long. Like you cut off a minute, shorten it a bit. Because I liked that change that happened 3 minutes in. That wow, wow, wow. But if you just moved it
I was
back.
about to fight you on that. I thought you were gonna hate it.
No, no, no.
Because I like it a lot.
This is a song I actually really like. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 right from the get-go. I loved that.
Uh-huh.
I loved that the drums, that the sound of the
Mhm.
drums give like a really funky vibe to it. I liked everything about it. It was great. Okay? It's just that it does go on just a tad bit too long, but otherwise
Yes,
great song.
it's such a good intro. It's such a good stream intro as well.
Yeah, I might have to use that for a stream intro soon.
Yeah, I really like it. I like the drums. I like the even the muffled noise that Damon Albarn was
I think
having.
those were
It
samples. It was samples from some guy's
Mhm.
speech about Lake Zurich.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I didn't
believe
know that.
so. I might not. We can double check that right now, actually. Lake Zurich, and that's in Illinois. All right, Gorillaz. Lake Zurich. Last chance to buy before you fly. An announcement often heard at airports, sort of like last call at a bar. It lets people know if they want to buy something at the duty-free store. There's the last chance before boarding. Okay, in the morning it came to me. Build a tunnel from Zurich to New York. I think this album was created on the road, much like the fall before it. Now Now was formed on tour, and thus the inspiration for each respective location shines through on every track. One of the album's accompaniment 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 I don't know how to say that word. Booklets revealed this track's demo to have been recorded at Marriott's Hotel in Zurich, Switzerland. As it so happens, there is a Lake Zurich in Zurich, and it also so happens the hotel overlooks Limmat River, a waterway which directly leads to Lake Zurich, and boosts and boasts views of the lake in its premier rooms. Given that information, it's a sound assumption to say this lake was likely amused for this track, or at the very least, a more likely candidate than the lake of the same name in Illinois. Okay, never mind. So it wasn't the one in Illinois. The view of the river to Lake Zurich, taken from the hotel's official website, that does look very pretty.
It does. It does. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Again, have you ever seen that in an album that they put just an instrumental in between?
Yeah, I've heard that in albums before, where they just put an instrumental in the middle of the album. Well, there was
Yeah.
instrumentals in the fall.
Well, the fall as a whole is a completely different thing, right? Yeah, it's you know my ideas about the
No,
fall.
you love the fall. That's your
No,
favorite Gorillaz album.
fuck off.
So okay, so I was wrong. It wasn't a sample. It was Damon Albarn, but apparently it's meant to be Damon Albarn as himself instead of um
Character.
instead of as 2D.
Yeah. Yeah, I was correct. You were wrong.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Yeah. I just yeah, I just really enjoyed that thing. I think when I want to chill out and just want to draw something, I would totally put this on. It's not too much of a distraction, but also it's not too boring that you might as well just stay in silent.
Yeah.
Um, I really enjoyed it. I don't know, man. Good and things like that
Yeah, what do you give it,
happens.
Planet?
I'll give it an A.
All right,
Not
base.
bad at all. I wish it was just trimmed down a tiny bit. Uh, but besides that, it's really good. I can't say anything else. Let's move on. Fuck this
Yes. Next up.
website. I'm
Next
joking.
up is Magic City, which, by the way, Magic City is another name for Miami. So the song's about where I'm from. So
Ooh, you
let's
wrote
hear.
it.
Dude, I wrote it. It's about me. All right. So here's Magic
Yeah.
City.
I'm on the high ridge looking down.
All right, that was Magic City. You go, Planet.
Give me, no, you give me your thoughts.
No, you
I've been
give me your
talking long
thoughts.
enough. Yo, you.
No, you.
All
All right.
right. You start, please.
All right, fine. I do like it. I like a lot of things about it. I don't really feel like the song goes anywhere, and I don't really feel like a Miami vibe from it, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't get the feeling of Miami from it. Like, I feel like if anything, Lake Zurich has more of like a Miami night feel to it. But this one doesn't really give me that. I mean, it gives me a magical vibe, I guess. So I
Mhm.
guess Magic City fits. But for Miami, I don't know. I guess I just have a different experience with Miami. But I do like it. I like his performance on it. I like all the sounds and everything. I especially like after the chorus that "Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Magic City. I like all that. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna give it an 8. I don't. My feelings aren't strong enough to go past that, to be honest.
I disagree. I think it's a fantastic song, and you're just a loser, a fat loser.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. It's really good. I like it. I enjoyed it a lot. I think it's it's a fun song to listen to. Like when I the thing that I understood about this album is that it's really sad.
Yes, it's a very
Like
sad album.
yeah, it's supposed to be like the midpoint when you're kind of depressed, but you just want to move on and get yourself up. It's like it's the middle of that, you
Right.
know.
It's a sad summer.
It's a sad summer. Yeah, I I don't know. I can't really knock it. It got I think his voice is beautiful. I think it's really good. So I'll give this one an A.
Okay.
Screw
That's
you.
fine, even though you're wrong. Okay,
I'm never wrong.
you're consistently wrong. We're down to the last 3 songs here. Fireflies, 1%, and Souk Eye. So let's get through
Mhm.
these.
So far, what do you think of the album?
It's pretty good for the most part, but again, it's like you compare this to Plastic Beach, Demon Days, and the original album, and it's not even close. I think I like it a little more than Humans, but to be fair, Humans has a shit ton of music, right? Like, even if we don't include the interludes, there's like 19 songs, and this only has 11 songs. So there's less for it to go wrong, right? But then there's also less for it to really excel. Like right now, I only have 2 10s out of all the songs here.
Mhm.
But the next song, a
Is
little
this
bit of a
no?
spoiler.
I think if they had more people on,
Yeah, I
it
feel
would have been.
like
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because I think the reason why the fans were mad at Humans because there was a little of 2D, and now we have more 2D, but then it's like, it's missing something.
yeah, like even the original Gorillaz album, even though it was mostly 2D, it still had quite a few guests. And then Demon Days had even more.
Mhm.
And then Plastic Beach is just filled with guests. The problem isn't having too many guests. The problem is how you use those guests at the end of the day. That's kind of my problem with Cracker Island, where like there's like 2 or 3 examples of guests, and I'm like, okay, but why are these guys on the song in the first place? They don't really add anything to it.
Yeah,
But but yeah, let's go into Fireflies. Spoiler: this one's a 10 out of 10 for me. But it's for more personal
unbelievable.
reasons. But let's go into it.
If you see me floating too many times.
All right, Planet, you go first.
I never really appreciated the song. Don't know why. And It's not like it's bad. It's not like it sucks. It's not like there's anything wrong with it. It's just that I don't know. I don't know. It's just that I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Like if it came on, I usually skip it. And I'm crazy for that, I guess.
You're
So
just
you go next.
you're so wrong, Planet. Everything about this song is so
Mhm.
emotional. The way he's singing, he sounds when he's singing in that lower. If you see me floating, that when he like him singing that low is like not usual for Tootie, especially on this album. So that
Mhm.
adds a different like kind of sound to the whole thing. I love all the different sounds. I love the drums on it. That tick, 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 tick sound that goes throughout the song. I like all the different sounds that are going on, and then his vocals are just so on point. And then finally, when he hits that, sometimes I follow a firefly, it leads me into the night. Like he sounds like he's pleading for like forgiveness from whoever he's singing this to. But he's just like stuck in this like loop that he can't get out of. And that's why the song's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Mm. I see. I don't know. I don't. I don't connect to it this way, I guess.
It's okay. You'll understand when you're older, Planet.
I hope so, because I hear the song, I have the capability of listening to it and be like, yeah, those are good noises. I don't know, it just don't feel good to me.
Look at these lyrics,
Uh,
man. So beautiful. But yeah, okay. Give
so
your grade on
beautiful.
it.
Hmm. It's a B.
Okay. All right. Well, for me, it's a
Yeah.
10.
And is there anything more to it? Why? What's actually the meaning of this song?
All right. Let's get the lyric. I mean, it's about like a relationship. I'm pretty sure. But I mean,
Mhm.
it could be interpreted anyway. Okay, no, not actual fucking firefly. Fireflies. All right. Does it say it here? It does not say it here. Okay. So if you see me floating too many times, my foot's spinning with a bright brick is referring to a brick of cocaine, and 2D will have white lines on his face after starting it. Floating is also a common term for being high. Cause all my fears invaded, all you crazies put on buses and sent up here to find you living on the limits. Damon slash Trudy feels like a prisoner among his fears and worries for his relationship. He's going crazy knowing that his lover is drifting away from him and living a more free life without him. If you say goodbye too many times, the Sentinels will find me and switch me off this time. This is possibly an ultimatum. Judy, sick of the heartbreak despite trying his best to hold on to the relationship, is stating that if his lover keeps hurting him, he's going to have to break up with her. Or, second option, Judy is starting to realize that this relationship isn't working and there's nothing there at all. He's not taking the hint too well that the love is gone, that his flaws and insecurities, the Sentinels, keep coming back to him, and everything is hurting so much he's withdrawing even more to the point where he's just doesn't feel the love anymore. The Sentinels switching him off.
He's choked up.
Because all my fears invaded. We already read that part. I was ever chasing fireflies. Fireflies in this song can represent the nature of the relationship to describing. Fireflies are typically bugs you see at night, which stand out due to their radiation of light. The fact that they come out only at night could suggest that 2D doesn't understand or know much of the relationship through how the night is pitch black other than the fireflies. The fireflies that 2D laments on chasing are symbolic of the small reasons 2D has to keep going in that relationship, sending out amidst the darkness. He chases these despite the bigger picture implying the unknown uncertainty regarding the other person. And then this is the bridge. Sometimes I follow Firefly into the night. It takes me into the night, baby. I just survive. Judy's attitude towards his dynamic with his certain Firefly is reflected through his word choice in this line. First, a firefly represents an ephemeral glow in the darkness, a symbol of false hope, of desire, and 2D's own impulsive need for light in the night. The night represents danger. It represents this unknown, the uncontrollable, the danger. To 2D, this night is merely background, a setting. Baby, I just survived represents something more, yet its vague and abstract nature allows me to make no further deductions than that he suffered damage and came back to the Firefly, whom he calls Baby. How he follows the Firefly, physical manifestation, into the night and gets hurt. He comes back to his baby, claiming that he just survived. In simple words, he chases her down the rabbit hole and is too ignorant and stubborn to realize their dynamic is toxic and didn't work for a reason. I'm love drunk. Sounds like Donald. Okay, thank you for that stupid, not useful. I think he says I got drunk. I think he says sometimes I follow because sometimes Genius doesn't have the correct lyrics. Actually, sometimes I follow Firefly into night. It takes me to night, baby. I just arrived. I got drunk. I'm sorry. Like I'm love drunk. I'm sorry. Makes sense, but also I got drunk. I'm sorry. So you can interpret this as the person he's talking about being the problem in the relationship, but I've always interpreted this as him being the problem in the relationship.
I see.
Because if you see me floating too many times, my face will be painted with these red brick lines. He's talking about him doing coke. He's talking about all of his fears. He's talking about all of his, like, he's saying if you say goodbye, like he's worried about her leaving. Why is he like? That's why I think he's the problem. That's such a stupid fucking annotation. All guys affect making some people depressed. And he's definitely wondering. That can also be. Okay, every calling cost material I was ever chasing. Yeah, so that's what the song is about. It's about a toxic relationship.
That's great. Okay. It's nice.
You don't
Alright,
understand, Planet. All right, let's just move on.
yeah, we'll move on.
All right, next up is 1%.
Every sound.
Wait, I really didn't care for that at all.
Yeah, I don't really have I don't have any opinion. I don't have an opinion on that song. It was just kind of like, I mean, it sounded cool. He sounds cool. Maybe if I look at the lyrics, I'll feel a little different. I don't know. Let's look it up. 1% Gorillaz. Let's see. What is this
Yeah,
song
I
about?
hate when I'm like this though. I hate when I know that this fucking band is capable of doing a lot of great things, and when I look at it, it's just songs that I'm like not feeling anything about them, not even like caring or
Yeah.
remembering it.
Every
it
sound.
it feels so dirty. It feels so dirty.
I think that this refers to the fact that the world has left that isolationist thought that comments in some part. That's not even okay. Learn to fuck
Okay.
what? I
They
think
don't
that
know
this
how to
refers
grammar.
to the fact that the world has left that isolationist thought that comments in some parts of the album. I don't know what this sentence means at all.
Yeah.
Receiving you with open arms no matter where you come from. However, not anyone can have the success or good life they are searching by going elsewhere in the world. The every sound at the beginning could refer to the diversity of people in part of the world. Any one of us is in search. Everyone receiving come by the long way. He invites you to follow his footsteps into this new beautiful world. I mean, okay, cool. The lyrics are rather vague, but features themes of a new world, of new beginnings, where people come together living as one.
Wow.
I mean,
think,
okay, this is
I
a
think
6.
the artist was right.
I don't know. I can't. I don't have any opinions on this. This is just a 6. I'm sorry. I don't have any opinion
Yeah.
on it at all, to be honest.
At least it was short. I
Yeah.
didn't feel it.
Imagine if that was
Yeah.
another 2 minutes long. I would have been actually mad. I've been like, what the why?
Yep.
Why is this so long?
This is a C. I don't fuck that.
All right, so we're down
Which
to the
is
last.
still a good grade because it's still in the middle.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
not.
get that if it's an
There's
F.
nothing about this song that is bad, which is also kind of a problem because I don't have anything to say about it. It's just fine. It's there. It sounds kind of cool, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So this next song is Souk Eye. This will be the last song on the album. So let's listen to it.
LA, why you so complicated for me? Twilight, waiting on the planet.
Okay.
Okay, there's the last song of the album. Do you want to go first?
Sure. I really like it. I enjoyed it. I love it. It's an A for me. here you go. That's my opinion.
Okay. For me, it's a 10. It's a very beautiful song. I
Mhm.
like the build up. I like the guitar. I like all the weird little sounds in it. And this time it feels like it fits for the most part. And I really liked
Mhm.
the end when they started adding those violins in. And he's just singing very sweetly on this song. I really like the chorus. The I will always think about you. The it's just
Cute. I really love it. I
yeah,
really love it.
it's a very beautiful
Really.
song. So yeah, that's gonna give it a 10, and with everything
Mhm.
added up, the overall album gets an 8.6 out of 10. So that's a pretty good
It's not a
score.
good album.
Funny enough, that's actually the score humans would have gotten if I didn't include the um
The
the
little intro
interludes,
thingies.
all the interludes
Yeah.
and stuff. Which funny enough, I think I do kind of feel like I think I like this album a little bit more, but for the most part, I do hold humans and the now you know, kind of level with each other. So I guess my scoring system seems to be working so far.
Yeah. I can't add the A's and the B's together because I don't. My memory is pretty bad. So overall, I think this album gets a B. Not, not bad.
Yeah,
I like some of the songs in this one. Uh, and I forget some of the other ones.
yeah.
uh, yeah, it's a pretty good. It's pretty fun. Yeah, pretty fun. Like I just don't like to be disappointed.
That's
You know?
life, Planet. You have to learn to be disciplined.
Yeah, yeah, but it's it's like a cringy feeling, I guess. Like, you could have done better, man.
But yeah, overall, pretty good album. I guess there's not really much to say about it. It's a fine album. There's some good songs here. There's some really good songs, and then there's just a bunch of songs that are fine.
Yeah,
You know.
which is really interesting. Have we ever had something like that before?
Well, the fall you actually don't like that. But for me, that's what I think about the fall, where there's some good songs, but for the most part, it's whatever.
Mhm. All right.
But yeah,
Yeah, the fall sucks anyway.
okay. Well, next week we're gonna go through Song Machine and the Meanwhile EP. So we're down to our last
Man,
two Gorillaz albums. Thank you for joining me
the
today.
song machine will be very exciting.
Song Machine, I'm
Uh,
expecting to
I-
be very, very well received. I love that album so much.
yeah, yeah. Also, fuck, trying to remember how many good songs in Song Machine. It's actually a lot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Uh,
there's gonna be a lot of tens on that one.
mhm.
But anyways, we're gonna close this stream today. Thank you for joining me, Planet. I'll talk. We'll do this
Thank
next
you for
week.
having me. Hell
Peace
yeah.
out, game.
Later.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these reviews. The next one will be out. We'll be doing this live again next week, but it'll probably be on a Saturday this time. Um, if you're watching this on YouTube, as always, expect it to be released around Saturday, Sunday. Um, I don't have a strict schedule because sometimes life gets in the way, man. But I'm trying to keep to a stricter schedule. But yeah, make sure you're following, and if you're feeling so kind, subbing to my Twitch, so that way you guys can watch this live. We review each track live. We listen to the whole song, and it's kind of a cool, moment for everyone to listen to some music together. So if you're interested in that, make sure you come on over and do all that stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna stop the recording here. Thank you for watching, and peace out.